about to punch somebody in the face. Jesus, hopefully that doesn't happen. But we are going to make our way out into the match. Are going to be seeing yet again. It will be Border. So this should be interesting. I'm excited to see Border. I don't think that I've casted Border in a like 3 weeks probably. Because I do remember that match. My memory isn't that bad. I hope. Well, it's getting there, but it's not that bad yet. The ban should be interesting though. I expect a hard breacher ban, honestly, and a shield. I really hope that we see a shield ban.
I mean, the only shield 2 ban is Montaigne. Like, nobody's going to run Blitz unless your name is Mint DZ. And then, no one in their right mind would run a Fuse shield. But, you know what I really want to see? I really wish that they would take Fuse's AK and give it to another operator.
I think so, too.
That gun is fun. That gun is fun to use.
It's so much
We're
fun.
actually not going to see any hard breacher bans. It's just going to be Nomad and Capital. So 2 of the most influential attackers on this map are both gone.
That's, I mean, like you said perfectly. Nomad is, I think that this map and Consulate are 2 of Nomad's strongest maps. I think that Consulate, she's a little bit stronger, but she's definitely right there with Consulate for Border, with how impactful she can be with rotates and jump outs. So it definitely makes sense that we see the Mira ban, or the Nomad ban and the Mira ban, as Mira and Echo are 2 influential operators as well. And then Capitao is Capitao. People make fun of me the way I say Capitao, but that's how it's spelled, okay? So don't come at me.
Sounds like you're saying Cappy Potato.
Kappa Potato?
Yeah, when you say it like that.
Kappa Potato. Nah, there's no way. I don't hear it at all. But either way, we're going to be working with the defense coming out from Akatsuki first. So we've switched the roles here. It's going to be Akatsuki starting on defense on Border, whereas it was the Rise Nation starting on defense for Villa. Adams, he showed the shield. He's got to play it soon.
Yeah, I thought that you were right. I thought he was going to take a shield there, but
he's trolling me, man.
Seems like it seems like he'd rather take Zofia in this Armory Lockers defense. This is the most standard defensive site on this map. We see every team try to defend here multiple times on every single time this map is played in competitive play. This is one of the most viable sites, and then after that will be vents, ventilation, and workshop, and probably after that we'll see customs. Bathroom tellers seems to be a site that is literally impossible to defend.
Unless you're on Xbox.
Yeah, unless you're on Xbox, which I do remember that. I do remember Xbox strats on bathroom tellers that were actually very effective, but, you know, PC is a whole nother animal. And Rise right now, just looking to drone out the east stairs, going to probably set up some claymores, and it looks like, I think there's a jump out prepped at the office window. I think that's what that is. Waiting for someone to push in through east. They have the door open so they can watch the camera as somebody pushes over to it, and I think they're just going to jump out the window and go for some shots, but it doesn't seem to be the case at the moment, as Vandal is most likely going to be trying to get into CC to establish himself in that area. Talon going to be playing on the wall with Bandit, Prophecy, and Pixel, rotating their utility around, thinking that the attack is going to be pushing from the Armory side, but it's actually going to be an office take. Rise Nation like this office take much more than they like the Armory take, and I think that with a well-coordinated team, the office take is just better.
I agree. I think that with, like you said, with the Habana coming out, I think that you can establish that control from a further range, and it really gives you a benefit when attacking in from office. England downstairs, though, is going to be taking out a few of the roamers that if he does come into contact with them, but his ultimate job here is to try to control some of those anchor spots with that skeleton key, opening up some of the spots on Africa, as people call it, and onto concrete inside of archives if he's able to throw a few grenades up through there. But ultimately, his job is to deny the nitro selves from below. You see, we only have one, which is kind of curious. Normally, you'll see a couple come out for Border, as it's such a destructible map from below. But it's curious that we're only seeing the one. And it looks like we actually have England cornering somebody off inside of Bathroom. Tries to bounce this grenade off, but he's a little bit too far away. It doesn't look like he knows where the Jaeger is, and that's going to be Talon the Bandit actually finding the frag, but it gets immediately traded out by Drip, or by Acid onto Prophecy or Prod. I can't. It's so hard to tell if I don't read the name. It's two PROs. They need to change that. You know, they need to change that right now.
Yeah, those names are quite similar. I agree that it is. But it looks like Vandal's having a hard time getting inside of CCTV, which is exactly what Akatsuki do. Adam has made his way. Beastly and Acid are outside of the office window looking to push in and potentially go for the plant. Acid is going to be holding the long angle, going all the way through archives into lockers. That angle is going to cut off all the defensive rotation completely, so they'll easily be able to walk into sight and go for the plant if they cross their T's and dot their I's. Talon downstairs, did he have a C4? I didn't see before it switched off, but Drip is going to be holding the angle. He's going to get concussed and immediately taken down. Beastly winning his gunfight and now going to be going for the plant. One C4 is going to get expended. It's not going to net anything though, however, because it's not in the right position, but he actually is going to take down Adam inadvertently. Talon now coming up metal stairs, has to go for this ridiculous flank at the moment, trying to bring his team back in favor, but all the attackers are going to run away from him and retreat to more appropriate angles to try to fight from. Talon now winning one. Nope, couldn't win the second. Oh, actually, he lost the fight to Vandal. I thought he won the fight on Vandal, right?
I thought he downed
him. I thought he downed him too.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. That was a weird visual, but it will be Vandal taking that final kill, and an excellent first round. Like you said, coming in through Office, I think was definitely the play with the Hibana. I think that if you're gonna bring the Thermite, it's better to go in through the armory side of things. But there's also no Capital. Like, I'm gonna stop myself from saying Capital. Okay, I'm gonna do it one of these days. But no Capital and no Nomad. That makes that armory push a lot more difficult, as it's harder to hold those flanks inside of CCTV with just claymores and drones. You know, if you have the Nomad and you are able to cut off those flanks, and you have the smoke and you're able to cut off those angles and enter in through sight to half wall in order to plant in a more safe position, I think that an armory take is a lot more beneficial and a lot more fruitful, I should say.
Yeah, it's also harder when Capital is not available to you as an attacking team. It's so much harder to remove the defender playing behind half wall.
Okay, yeah.
So it's, you know, with no Capital available, it's gonna heavily favor the attackers to want to push through the office. But it's also, with a coordinated team attacking the office, it's very hard for the defense to make anything happen at all, as we can see there. All it took was a nice timed concussion and push in from Beastly to take down Drip, who was holding the angle, and, you know, that's all she wrote pretty much. At that point, the defense is already lost. The round might as well end right in that moment.
I agree. I think that once that control is... Oh no! Oh, he just said screw that camera. He doesn't even want to throw that camera anyway. You know, he didn't want that camera outside. But we will be seeing Armory once again here, and gonna be seeing the exact same lineup coming out from this defense. We'll be seeing a few changes on the side of Akatsuki. They're gonna be bringing that smoke on Talon this time and foregoing that Bandit. We're going to also see this Valkyrie for the first time again, and going to be interesting to see whether or not, with this added bit of utility on the Valk, if that's going to be what they need in order to take this round. I mean, that was pretty one-sided once it came down to the push onto site. I think that Rise were really able to secure those positions and able to find those gunfights and win them in their favor. So it's going to be up to Akatsuki to make this push happen, or to make this defense happen, and they got to win some gunfights once it comes down to the crunch time.
Yeah, very nice angle being held by Drip inside of sandwich window to look all the way back through the hole made by Maverick in the triple wall. However, I think an angle from triple wall has been opened to give the attackers a path into the office itself. Pixel now, actually, when he's trying to go up onto the bookshelf to look over the wall, and Adam is going to pin down Prophecy and take him out. Unfortunately, Pixel not in a position to cover his teammate. That's a huge lapse of judgment there, as now the man count swings in favor of Rise, and Adam now on low health, just waiting patiently as Beastly's going to come up and go for a little bit more of the wall, maybe to open up a longer angle. Beastly droning out his position that he wants to plant in at the moment. England underneath is also going to be covering any C4s from below. And Adam has retreated himself all the way back as England's going to pick up that kill onto Talon. Is he going to get another kill onto Drip? I think he is. Oh, so close.
Oh.
Now some marks coming down. Can he get this kill? Oh, it's so close. The piece of metal on the ground is going to save Drip's life as he's going to pick off the kill onto Beastly. That's the diffuser down. Adam will trade it back onto Drip, however, and now Prod in a 1v4 scenario could stop the plant from going down if he throws the C4 at the right time. Is going to throw it in the wrong place, not net anything. Is going to get hit by a bunch of flashbangs and immediately dispatched by Vandal. I did miss a kill there, by the way. I did see Vandal pick off that kill on the player at Metal, but I was not, at the moment, able to, contextually make it flow.
Well, our job isn't to just read the gun feed. I mean, you guys can do that. I mean, if anybody's has a problem with the way we say like who got what kill, I mean they can read the kill feed, but. I mean, either way, another pretty flawless attack there from Rise. And like you said, that piece of metal that England was trying to fight against was funny gunfight because literally like that piece of metal is just sitting there, like it serves no purpose. But I mean, it served a purpose there. It was like a shield for the Maestro.
Yeah, I think that the biggest problem with that defense was literally Pixel not covering his teammate as Adam pushed up. He wanted to get up onto the bookshelf. That is a powerful angle that you can abuse in a scenario where the attackers aren't looking for it. But in that exact instance, Adam had pushed up practically by himself to try to get that kill onto Prophecy and was able to get it and then effectively just run away, no problem. And that's on Pixel. I have to be honest here. That's on Pixel right there.
Definitely an unfortunate turn of events, but either way here, we're going to be seeing Prod toss out a nice camera. Will he get detected, though? No, that's big. If he doesn't get detected, that means that the attack isn't going to be necessarily... they're not going to have the knowledge that there was a camera thrown out there, There could or there could not be. But if he did get spotted, that's definitely a dead giveaway that there's going to be a camera out there. So good on Prod to get out, toss the camera, and then get back in before those 3 seconds expired. And this is a nice camera. Wow, this gets a nice angle. It's actually kind of hidden by this piece of rebar, I think it is. I'm not honestly not sure
it's sort of like part of the telephone pole or something.
Yeah, definitely. It's weird. But this is Armory now for the 3rd time in a row. It doesn't seem like Akatsuki want to switch up this site, which is kind of wearisome, and it doesn't bode well for them. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Border is such a weird map. One day it'll be completely defender-sided, and then the next it'll be all attacking wins, So it's always just based on the day and how people are feeling, what side it's going to be, what side it's going to go towards.
Yeah, this is rough for Akatsuki because now Vandal's once again established inside of CC, and I feel like they really just have to try to stack up and retake control of CC or put someone in there to stop the attack, because Vandal's position is literally the backbone of the attack. If the defenders can't flank, they all have to face the same direction, and there's only so many positions they can sit in once this wall gets open inside of Office. Acid waiting for a player to pop up on top of the bookshelf, won't net anything, however is going to concuss Pixel, or I think it's Prophecy. Once again, England getting in a fight downstairs, has to go for this fight right now, is going to lose it out to Talon. Smoke downstairs. Prophecy's actually going to win that fight onto Adam this time. So now things aren't looking good for Rise. They lost 2, but were able to trade 1 back at least. Acid going for a few shots through the holes in the wall that he made, as Beastly is going to be opening up the wall again. Vandal still has to make sure that his position is kept safe, as he is going to spot a player trying to rotate up Metal, but can't quite land it. Drip is going to take down Beastly now, holding a tight angle inside of Africa. This is going to force Vandal to have to move up. Acid did a little bit of damage onto Drip, I think. No, actually he didn't. It looked like he did, though. for just a second, as Prod can now go for a flank into CC if he wants, but he's really just watching his teammates flank, as Talon has made his way up top of East Stairs and could fully flank the attackers at this point. This is the position they did not want to be in, as now Acid does get taken down. Vandal's going to have to push his way through the armory wall, looking for some shots, can't quite land anything, and Drip is going to clean it up there. Much better play from Akatsuki, not necessarily in the way that they set up, or actually Prod got this kill, but in the way that just in the way they won their gunfights. They won their gunfights that time, whereas before they didn't.
I 100% agree that I think that that's exactly why they won this round this time around. The site finally, after going to it 3 times, they won it on the 3rd try. And it was those gunfights, you know. Sometimes that's the reason why you lose a site. Like, hey guys, I lost my gunfight in here. I win this gunfight, we win that round. And they were determined. All right, let's go back there. I think we can win this. I think I can win my gunfights this time, guys. And that's exactly what they did. And big props to them for being able to, you know, kind of fight the odds there, because it wasn't looking good that they were going there for a 3rd time and they were bringing the same lineup for a 2nd time in a row. They did bring that Legion that time around, so maybe the Legion was a little bit more of a bump for them to get over that hump. But either way, we're now looking at the ventilation and workshop. So this is going to be
bomb located by attacker.
I don't like the site. I don't like defending on border, you know. Like this site is you defend it pretty much the same way that you'll defend an armory site on this top floor. As you can see all those reinforcements coming in, and you can even bring castles as well. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I think that ventilation workshop is better than armory lockers.
Oh, okay. So
like I would prefer to defend the ventilation. There's just so much more you can do on the defense. Like you said, I don't like defending on. I personally think that this should be the next map that gets taken out of ESL rotation and reworked. But you know, you can kind of defend downstairs in ventilation's workshop the same way you defend upstairs in armory lockers. There's a lot of verticality that comes into play when defending ventilation workshop, and it makes it more difficult for the attackers to actually get into the site, as there's really not that many ways to get in other than patches. And you know, there's also a lot of vertical play that can be done via the pulse, which we see Talon on this round. It looks like right now the attack seeming to want to take full control of East Stairs and push from the office side over. So it's also attacked very similarly to the way that you would attack armory lockers. You do want to get full upstairs control if you can. This drone from Vandal is going to be spotting out Talon. They know his position currently and could try to jump onto him, as it looks like the hatch above him is getting opened up. And he's just looking for any players he can maybe C4 before he runs away, but all that intel being gathered by Rise is not going to be good for him. Drip taking a little bit of damage here, but is going to win the fight onto Adam, who is crawling around in the office, as now England is going to get the kill onto Drip. And I think they just want to pinpoint Pulse's position so that they don't have to worry about a nitrocell from below them directly from under the site. The goo mine is going to give away Vandal's position, and Talon is going to be looking for him. Does see him there for just a split second, but is going to be biding his time and waiting to try to deny the plant, or at least take someone down with his nitrocell for as long as he can. Acid now has a player pinned back in by the half wall, is going to have one of his flashbangs eaten up by a ADS, as basically is watching the flank and pushing in from the top of metal stairs. Is going to take down Legion. That is a huge kill, but they have to know that there's still one in armory. Do they know, though? I don't think they do.
They've got to know, because I mean, it was the Jaeger that shot him earlier. It looks like Acid is aware that there's someone still up there. Gonna throw in another flashbang, but it will be eaten up by the ADS. He's gonna go for a drone just to check to see where they are. But this player on the metal stairs is gonna get detected. That's gonna be the Vigil, though. Wasn't really able to see him, but I mean, once he shot the bullets, was able to detect exactly where he was. We still have this pulse inside of customs, though. This could be big. Vandal definitely heard the vault through the glass there, and it's gonna be all up to how much more time we can see wasted from Prophecy, as he's still upstairs, but it's Acid and Beastly to attack on too. It's all up to Talon. Outside too, though. What? Talon can win these. It looks like he does know he has the diffuser inside of the blue waiting room here. He's going to rotate back over to site. Has the nitrocell to his dispense. It looks like Acid is aware of the rotate coming through, but with only 15 seconds left, he's going to have to go for broke or go for the plant. Gonna stick his way right in beside the 8 bomb here. Gonna stick it down. About 4 seconds left. Talon's just gonna bait it out. He has the nitro, so you can use it. Acid comes off the plant, though. This could be big, and it will be Talon winning out the 1v3. What a round coming out from that pulse.
Talon biding his time and waiting for just the right moment to strike. I want to point out one thing in that round that really sticks out to me that could mean a lot. Is so when Legion got killed upstairs by Beastly, and Acids has the Jaeger pinned by the half wall, and they're trying to pinch him out, and Vandal's pushing from Armory. Acid got onto a drone and wanted to drone the Jaeger out to pinpoint his exact position to give the call out to Vandal. Because Prod shot that drone coming at the top of metal stairs and was playing Vigil with his ability activated,
Defenders, protect
that
your
one
bombs from being
wasted a
defused by
ton of
attackers.
time trying to figure out where that Jaeger was. And then two, it made it so that they didn't know exactly where Vigil was playing. Yes, they know that he's at the top of metal, but they don't know exactly where he was at that very moment because of his scanner. So, you know, that wasted a ton of time and gave Talon the opportunity to clutch up that round, because if there had been a little bit more time on the side of the attackers, they might have waited that extra 10 to 15 seconds and not fallen victim to the way Talon was playing. So that's a really important there, and we're actually going to be seeing the sight that we thought we wouldn't see, a Bathroom and Teller's defense coming in here from Akatsuki.
Attackers are heading.
This is Bathroom Teller. Oh, they're shooting it open. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, this hatches take 150 bullets to like shoot out. So I mean, they could do it, and they just did, but it takes a lot of ammo. So it's going to be all up to like how much ammo you want to waste in order to open up that hatch. I mean, they don't have the shotgun this time around because they're not bringing that smoke. But or I guess the mute or any operator with a shotgun for that matter. But either way, it's gonna be all up to this attack here. It looks like they're gonna try to come in through the security room here, CCTV, and make their way over maybe towards Armory, or even just come in through the lockers hall. A nitro cell, not really too sure what that was all about, or what that peek was from Pixel. What? He just gives away a free kill to Adam, who's just sitting there on the upside down rappel. Drip might come up metal, though, and could possibly catch one off inside of security. Does go for the shots and will take Vandal down. That's your Thatcher off the board. That's a decently big kill, as it's a lot of utility. And the timing there from Prophecy. Oh, no. He was holding that angle and just barely gets peeked at the wrong time. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, that was literally the worst timing possible. He looked away right as Beastly walked into his crosshairs. And now Prod, effectively being pinned down by Acid in this corner by the wall, is going to be trying to move around, but is going to get killed by Adam, but immediately traded. Do they know that they downed Adam? They have to know. He can pick himself back up. As he tries to pick himself up, though, Talon is going to pick him up. And going to be waiting here in the fountain for the rest of the attackers to push in. If the attackers get full control of up top, they're going to effectively win the round, because there's really nothing you can do once you're in a man disadvantage and the attackers have control of above. However, Drip could go for the retake here onto the upstairs and looks the wrong way, unfortunately. And Acid will finish that off for his team. Rise looking good. He had the best position possible in that room, sitting right by the open hatch, giving his teammate full cover if necessary.
Yeah, that was a very strong position indeed, and that's going to be now a third round for Rise, looking fairly good on their attacks. We will see, though, how they bode in this last round. This is going to be the last round that they actually have to attack on this map. Then they have to go to, I mean, in my opinion, I think it's pretty rough to defend this map. So I definitely think that this is, I think in my opinion, this is standard, but it's definitely all up to opinion and how each team chooses to play it. So we'll be looking at Armory lockers, so the primary site coming out from
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
Akatsuki,
many bombs as they can.
as they look to try and bring things even before this half switches over.
Yeah, Akatsuki coming back in those last couple of rounds, though. You know,
Oh yeah.
Rise need to definitely pick it up here to try to secure their position. Akatsuki aren't going to go down without a fight. I think we saw Talon say something, you know, what did he say? 2F? Something about 2F in support of them. Most likely more as like a troll than anything else.
Yeah.
But-
Honestly, I'm
10
not sure,
seconds to
but
go.
Yeah. We are seeing a much better play coming out from Akatsuki, at least in the last couple of rounds. Talon and Drip coming in huge for their team. And
Attackers are moving out to locate a
I think
bomb.
that the Bathroom Teller's defense kind of threw Rise off for a second, but they were still able to pull it back and win it. And that's why that side is so difficult. It's so dependent on a man advantage as opposed to the way a team attacks or defends.
yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that in totality. But we are looking again. It looks like we're gonna be seeing a. Oh no, Beastly, are you okay? The running man. Beastly, no. Oh, he's good. Beastly. Beastly. What's happening? Is it? Oh, okay. We're gonna switch away. All right. We don't need to see the running man anymore. But this is unfortunate if he's actually.
Disconnect.
Yeah.
What's the pings at?
Yeah. What's his ping at? Oh, it's definitely
only
not looking good. It's not
only
that
at
high, but
142.
it's like it's still bad. You know, it's probably just a lag spike for him. But yeah, I mean, either way, it's going to be the attack through. I mean, we may even see a main wall attack now. It looks like a lot of the attackers are situated on this west side, and Beastly finally. That would be unfortunate if they lost their hard breacher. You know, that would be very unfortunate indeed. But
Yeah,
it looks like
that'd
he's
be one of the
back.
worst things that could happen.
Oh yeah. It looks like he's back, and it's going to be England. He'll find the first kill onto that Nitro Cell of all operators. That's a good pick there for the attack as they make their way into security, and it looks like they're trying to push this Jaeger out of the CCTV room and the smoke.
Well played there.
Yeah, well played indeed. As that's two quick kills in succession. Talon's gonna come up these stairs. He'll find one. A nice headshot onto Acid. As that's going to be two picks out for the defense as they're trying to make this a little bit more even. But Talon just looking the wrong way will fall to Vandal inside of the CCTV room. Moving this all up to the Maestro of Prod. We've seen this gun clutch out plenty of rounds before. Will it be able to find this round? We have about 35 seconds left and still 3 attackers left alive.
Yeah, that was an excellent. Oh, and catching the nade from
below.
England. Wow. Well done there from England. Blows him up from below. Nice job. What I was going to say was Akatsuki tried to defend CC that time. They were playing in there. They had to rotate in from the hallway, trying to delay as long as possible. And the best thing about that round to me was Vandal throwing a Thatcher at the wall, dispatching of the ADS right as the flashbang flew in through the window, and then just hopping in and catching smoke Blair Witching into the wall. That was definitely well executed and very, very nice to see. That's the kind of play in Rainbow Six that I personally love to see. Well executed pushes utilizing utility.
Excellent use in utility indeed, and we're going to be seeing
Attackers
now
need to
the
locate and defuse
4-2 half, 420 half. The typical half that we like to see in Siege. We always like to see a good 420 come out, but no, I'm just playing around. That's going to be now the halves switching over, and we're going to see again the armory site be the primary site here, but it looks like we're seeing a similar defense here. However, they have impacted a hole in through that archives wall into office, so that's going to allow for a a little bit more free rotation coming out from the side of Rise, as they can choose to rotate back and forth as they please. And I assume we'll see England shotgun out the right side of this wall and put his Maestro camera on the wall. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do, man. That's typical of this site. You've seen it a lot from Empire. I know Empire was one of the probably, I think, the first teams to develop this strat. We've seen bullet holes be placed on that wall in order to peek onto that west balcony. It's definitely a very strong strat, and it's a very, very tight angle if you have an ACOG.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the defensive setups coming out from Rise are going to be much more refined and more used to what you're seeing at the highest level of play. Drip is playing on the sandwich window right now, putting a lot of pressure onto the site. This position is difficult for defenders to combat against, but is ultimately going to fall off of it and move back. Pixel taking control of the east staircase, setting up a drone to watch his own flank, as it looks like they're going to do an office push as well. So we're going to see how much more effective their attack is as opposed to Rise's attack. It looks like they're going to try to get the Bandit off the wall via a grenade right here. Bandit, however, is not playing on the wall at the moment, just trying to get rid of as much of the defensive utility as possible, as Talon is now going to go for the wall. Successfully opening up the wall now. Pixel looking towards the half wall, as Vandal is actually going to be sneaking his way into this very, very obscure position. Could easily net himself a kill unless he's droned out, which is exactly what the attack needs to do, but he's not going to get it. No, he actually loses the pre-fire battle versus Pixel. That was huge. Acid now flanking from inside of CC, looking back towards east, is going to be holding a tight angle all the way into the office. Any of the attackers pushing in and that are unaware of his position will definitely be dispatched of promptly. Prod now rotating his way over to AC, and Acid will eventually pick up one onto Drip. That's exactly what I was talking about. Adam another onto Pixel. Has now regained control of CCTV, or no, kept control of CCTV, as Beasley's going to take out Prod, pushing from the east, the northern ledge. So this isn't looking good for Akatsuki.
Not at all. I mean, they do have the one down, but I mean, ultimately that's not going to net them much good in this round, as he's going to get picked back up by his teammate. The plant coming down, though, from Talon. They could win this with the cover of Prophecy. We'll find one under the very low HP Beastly, but the flanking from behind, as the diffuser does go down. It's all left up to Talon. The Thermite on a lick here. He will get shot, though, as he tries to retreat to the bus. I'm not too sure what that play was. Adam, he's having a good time about it, as Acid will get that counter defuse. That will be Rise putting yet again another round on the board, putting us to 5-2, looking to run away with this. And they just need one more round, and they will have that 1 point guaranteed that they need in order to make it into that relegation. It's the devil's number. It's there. 66666.
Oh,
extra 6,
my
bro.
goodness.
It's destined for them at this point, you know?
Rise are literally one round away. And Talon, I think, retreating to the top of the bus, I think that he just, unfortunately, just didn't have enough time to ADS towards the sandwich window. Obviously, he was anticipating some kind of a peek from there. You saw his, character was facing that direction, anticipating that a player would eventually peek him there, but unfortunately for him, he just couldn't quite land the shots. And Rise have to be feeling good. 5-2, one round away from clenching out that relegation spot. And we're not, I repeat, we are not seeing a Bathroom Teller's defense out of Rise.
Nope, it's going to be the customs room and supply closet for Rise Nation. This is going to be the site that will, I mean, it's not going to break it, but this could make their season, you know? If they get this one round on an off-site, it's going to be huge, because then, I mean, like we said, it's going to guarantee the relegation spot, guarantee the second place, as they will overtake Two-Faced in points. And the Two-Faced members, I know that there's some in chat, they've got to be gritting at their teeth, and biting their nails, to praying that Akatsuki bring back the round. And ooh, it looks like Prophecy recently transferred over to that Twitch. He'll take out Adam early on as he was going for a spawn kill. It sounded like it was a 1-tap too, or maybe a 2-tap. So a nice shot there from Prophecy.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too confident from Adam going for that spawn kill, but at the same time, Rise are still in good position. Losing that one player doesn't mean much in terms of their defense. What matters most is the vertical control that they have inside of CC. Obviously waiting now to open up the wall as Beastly still has 3 mute jammers in his pocket. That's not good. That is not what you want to see out of a mute player, as it looks like that Twitch drone is going to be effective at getting the mute jammer off the wall and the wall opened up. Vandal is going to have to be in a position to make something happen from the front door. England getting taken down by Prod. Good things looking good. Akatsuki's looking good at the moment, but you know, Rise are going to look to try to answer back as Acid retreats back downstairs and takes a little bit of damage from this.
Yeah, definitely looking a little bit better here for Akatsuki, and some nice angles actually being held by Beastly onto the detention wall. Just hear a Twitch drone rattling around somewhere nearby, and it will be picked back up by Acid. As we reach about the halfway mark in our round, it's a 5v3. Make that a 4v3. Sorry, Acid, I didn't mean to rain on your parade there, but he will make that an easy 4v3. And again, it'll be... Oh, he's just behind the bomb, but no, the vault in from the thermite. Will he stick this plant? He does have the diffuser, but the nitro cell comes raining through. It will not find the kill, however, but from above, it will be... No, actually, Vandal, as it looked like he tried to vault back through the window. He's going to rotate in and secure the frag. Just got to get those for the CGG, but... For the time being, Akatsuki will hold on to the two-faced dreams. Ooh, nice shot there by Prophecy. I see you. That was
a nice shot.
I see you.
Well, fortunately for Rise, that is not a defensive location that they most likely intended to win easily. But Ventilation Workshop now coming out from Rise. Let's see what Akatsuki have to fight against this. Prophecy taking that Twitch, trying to make things as difficult in every heads-up engagement he gets into. Beastly switching off of the mute. Hopefully he uses all 3 of his Valk cams, because that last round he only used 1 of his mute jammers, and I can't imagine why he only used 1 of them.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
He's trolling. They're saving strats. They're saving strats, just in case they do win these last rounds. I don't know, but we are going to be seeing now a ventilation on defense, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I guess they can't go back up to Armory, so it makes sense that they would go down here. But ultimately, it's going to be all up to how they defend this round. Because if they start letting some of these rounds go into favor of Akatsuki, Akatsuki could bring this back. And that would be insanely interesting if they brought this all the way back.
5 seconds left.
Yeah, that would actually be one of the more impressive comebacks, especially on a map like Border, and in this scenario where Rise are literally, you know, 1 round away from securing their relegation's position. I really like the way that Rise are actually setting up for this. I just want to... I know what they're doing, but do you want to try to venture, I guess, at what they're setting up for by opening that hatch and leaving that wall soft?
No. I'm not as...
Thermite...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, when Thermite tries to go for the armory wall, Adam is going to throw an impact up through the hatch and out the door and stop the Thermite.
Okay, no, I have seen this. I got to be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. I was writing down the operator's choices. So, but yeah, no, I have seen that before though, and that's actually really insane. I've never been. I don't do that because I don't really know how that works, and I know that. Shout out to my boy Elvis, but I know Elvis isn't able to do that. He told me that works, and he tried to do it, but it didn't end up working. And so
they're going for it.
Oh, he's not even ready for it. He's not even ready.
He's not even in the right position. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Unlucky to say the
Adam.
least. Adam. Oh, and look at this drip. He'll tag one onto Vandal. I mean, this is just like, oh, what are you doing? Your teammate just died from there. Drip is just eating up right now the players from Rise. That's 2 freebies for the Zofia.
Are they throwing? Like,
they're
really
planting.
Confused what's happening. Yeah, and they're going for the plant too.
Oh, you can't see it. That's just the backpack.
What's happening, bro?
Oh, it's almost a flawless round. The plant goes down, and it's all left up to Adam now. So the savior Is he gonna have to clutch this round out? But no, it's all Akatsuki. What?
They're trolling.
They have to.
Like, what was that?
I couldn't even write down all the operator names. That round went so fast, and you distracted me. I blame you. You distracted me from writing the operator names down.
I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm just waiting for. It's like I'm kind of sitting here waiting for Rise to win, and Akatsuki are just not letting it happen. Or like, if Rise Nation let this go down to the wire, I'm gonna be highly upset with them, because
I am too.
like that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable in my opinion. Oh, a Ying
the
coming out
Ying?
from Akatsuki. Oh my gosh, Pixel on the Ying. What is gonna happen? What are we gonna see? This is about to get insane.
Defenders, protect
This is
your
pretty
bombs
crazy.
defused by attackers.
This could be.
If I'm the I'm just saying, if I'm the IGL on Rise right now, I'm saying, yo, guys, get it together. We haven't won yet. Like, we haven't gotten there yet. Like, just get it together for one more round. Like, oh my gosh, I don't. Oh man, I just want to see where Pixel comes from with these Yings. I really just want to see that.
I agree. I think that however how well the Ying plays in this round is going to determine who wins it. If the Ying is unable to get any frags, I don't think that they're going to win this. I don't think Akatsuki will win this round, and I think we'll see match point coming out from Rise. However, I think that the Ying, because she's in such a weird place right now. Her Candelas just take so long because you have to cook them now. It just takes so long for you to cook them and then toss them on the ground, and then they flash out. So you can only really toss one at a time, or toss one immediately and then cook the other ones. But it's just, she's such a strategical operator, whereas before, I mean, you just tossed them everywhere and it blinded everybody in sight, you know.
It even blinded your teammates too. I don't know how many times I got killed on attack because my teammates were just throwing their Yings, and I'm like, man, I'm in here. Like, why are you throwing? You know, like, it's ridiculous. Pixel now is going to be playing outside of CC at the moment. Acid playing in the corner that we saw, I believe. Who was playing Smoke that one round? That was Blair witching into the wall. I can't even remember at this point, but he's playing in the same spot. England going to be watching his outside door from inside behind the half wall, utilizing his Maestro camera and this excellent positioning here, as all of the Akatsuki attackers are getting ready to inevitably push Acid out of CC.
Yeah, he's trying to get this out, and England with this nice angle with the wall open is going to try to go for one frag, and we'll take down Prophecy on that Twitch just as the Buck was making holes below. Unfortunate timing there for Prophecy. Is he didn't really need to go for that push. He could have possibly just waited it out and hoped that for the best. Oh, one Candela will go off. It will blind Acid for a second, but it looked like only one of them was able to land. Oh, the jump in though from the Ying. She'll get 3 kills. Oh no, that was okay. That was Prod that got the other one. I thought she got 3 kills, but still 2 kills. Makes this a 2v4 now, all left up to the Bandit and the Rook. They have control of the locker's window. This could be big if Vandal isn't able to find this frag. He will get tagged up just a little bit there by the Zofia. The head spotted out on Pixel. Beastly will decapitate. That's Ying, so no more Candelas in play for this attack. They're taking their time now. They're trying to figure out where this push is coming from. Vandal's just going to go for the Nitro Cell, open up that wall, and with 45 seconds left, it's going to be an all-out brawl between these two teams.
Yeah, Akatsuki are in all the power positions right now, mainly the sandwich window. This is the big position that they don't want to lose control of. If Vandal can run across here, that's a huge... Can he land these shots? No, he can't get behind the half wall. Oh my... So he has to... Engagement.
Oh.
So Beastly now looking all the way back. Can he win this fight under drift? Oh, it's so close. 3v1. Beastly. This is your moment. Wins one. Can he win the other?
Attackers are
Actually, he jumped
bomb
outside.
diffuser.
He can go for this 1v1 engagement by the lockers right now if he can make it there in time. No, he can't though. Akatsuki winning another round. Now it's tied 5-5. This is getting down to the wire.
Oh my god, if Akatsuki end up winning this match, it's over. I mean, I'm speechless right now. I'm speechless. This is such a hype match. If you're not in this match right now, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing with your life? If
I
you're
don't
not,
know where. I don't know where Rise the team. I don't know where Rise Nation's head is at. Like
it's not on their head.
Akatsuki bringing a Ying and getting all those kills inside of CC, and then on top of that, the round before, losing 2 players to the sandwich window player. Like it's, I just don't
Attackers need to
know
locate and
what's
defuse
going
bomb.
on. You know?
You know, I'm seeing people in chat. Two-Face definitely hit the direct deposit button, and they're definitely
They got
throwing some-
Akatsuki. Yeah, they got Akatsuki in the wallet.
Oh yeah, it was
Attackers have located
it was what's it called? Rise that was paying Akatsuki, but you know, Two-Face is like, yo, let me match that real quick. Let me one up you. You know, so
Right, exactly.
this is coming down to the absolute
10 seconds
wire
left
here
before
between
insertion.
2 very strong teams, and then
5 seconds to insertion.
Akatsuki's not playing for anything right now. Let me go back and confirm this real
heading out
quick,
to defuse
because
bomb.
it has been updated. And no, okay, they're not playing for anything right now. They literally could win this match, get all 3 points, and be tied with Disrupt, but Disrupt will have the round differential, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And look at the 2
only-
ADSs
yeah.
now; they're scared of that Yang.
Yeah, the only thing that matters now is whether or not Rise can win this round. They have to win this round. One of the next 2 rounds they have to win if they want their relegation spot. Otherwise, they just threw it all away.
Literally,
So, yeah.
they had
I
it.
don't know what their game plan is at the moment. You know, they're just kind of sitting around, not really countering anything that Akatsuki's doing, other than standing around and waiting for them to push. And it looks like Pixel's just gonna go straight into A site. He's gonna catch Vandal
What?
looking the wrong way. Talon coming in right behind him. England with one under drip is gonna eventually take that player off of the sandwich window. Adam now jumping in. Does he see? Can he spot the player in sandwich? The plant is going down. It's fully planted now. He didn't even know he was inside sandwich. This is huge coming out from Akatsuki. A C4 from below from England is gonna get traded back, and now he's trying to rotate back up, and it gets shot from the back from inside of CC, or excuse me, inside of Customs. Now Adam Acid on the flank coming in through CC, has this player pinned outside of Armory. Can they go for this defuse? They could get it. It's in a very awkward position, as Prophecy's gonna get one onto Acid. Beastly now completely flash, gonna get traded back as well. Prophecy with another England onto Prophecy.
He needs
And
ace.
now it's underneath. They're playing it from underneath, I think. He's trying to jump out the window, but can't. Talon and Akatsuki coming back, going on to match point at 6-5. What's happening to Rise? They're completely throwing their lead away. It's gone. It's effectively gone. They have to win this round if they want their relegation spot. Oh my gosh, what a play coming out from Akatsuki. Just pulling it straight out of the ranked strat book if I've ever seen it. My gosh.
Honestly, they just rushed into sight. It was the Thermite that entry fragged into sight. Wait, can we see the scoreboard one more time, please, Violet? I just want to see. I think I saw Talon 13 kills. Drip
Yep.
10 kills. And the 6 picks not coming out. They're going to go back down to ventilation now. So after losing Armory twice in a row, I don't even know what to like. I'm literally
Defenders, protect your bomb. Defused by
speechless right now.
I-
Akatsuki have come back from, what were they? They were down 5-3 or 5-2.
Activating camera.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words, honestly. I really
bomb located by
don't know
attackers.
what's happening. Rise I don't know, but based on the way that they're setting up this defense and the way they're looking all around for drones, I'd imagine that Rise have to be fired up and freaking out right now because, oh my gosh, I blinked my eyes and now it's 5-6. Last I checked, it was 5-2. They have to be thinking to themselves,
10
like,
seconds
what is
remaining.
happening? What are we doing? It's really just this position on sandwich rappel. They
5
just
seconds
can't
left.
get this player off of the sandwich window. They finally did it the last round, but it was a little too late because
Attackers are heading out
Talon
to
literally
the bomb.
ran straight into sight with Pixel. So Rise right now have to be shaking. They don't know what to do versus this Akatsuki attack. It's just every round back to back, and they just look clueless.
Match point. in favor of Akatsuki. Pro League relegation point not in favor of Rise Nation. Akatsuki, I don't know how much money Two-Face is paying you guys, but you want to slide me in Rams some, like just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. We don't ask for much. We're not asking for much, just like 50%. I think that's fair. 25% to you and 25% to me, because I think that after we leaked the clean feed y'all, I think y'all started going up. No.
Well, oh, they're getting the wall now. Adam's still not in position to stop the thermite from going off. Is going to is going to force England to eventually move out of this position behind half wall. He's now getting droned out, but he's not going to run across like he did before. Not going to get picked off by a drift of the sandwich window, which he's most likely still in. One Twitch drone getting taken down.
Oh my god!
Now, what is happening? Where are these explosions coming from?
They're coming from below. That's the Zofia.
Did they down him?
I don't know. He's on literally 1 HP point. I mean, he'll die to this Twitch drone. Oh, but Vandal saves his life with that shot onto the Twitch drone. England in a very precarious spot here, and with only a minute and 15 seconds left, this is not looking like it's going to be very strong for Rise. They still have the sandwich window control in favor of, I would assume it's Strip, because that's where he's been holding most often. Yeah, and Adam is still taking shots from inside of Custom, so the health advantage not in favor of the defense right now, and with only 58 seconds left, we have to see this come through. A down comes out and a kill onto England and Vandal. 50 seconds left. They have control of the top floor now. Still some anchors on site, though, and a possible Nitro cell from Beastly and all the intel to go with those cameras. 40 seconds left. Rise are going to need a miracle play in order for them to keep their team in the relegation spot. The pre-fire comes in. That's 2 for Rise. They've evened out the man count, and with 30 seconds left, it's going to be all up to these fraggers. Who can find the kills? Who can find the frags? 20 seconds left. I'm not sure how this is going to end.
Yeah, this is really coming down to the wire. 3v3, 15 seconds left. Akatsuki have to make a play. They're pushing in. Shots narrowly missing straight over Acid's head. Beastly watching the front door. Prophecy gets one onto Acid. Can Adam trade it back out? The plant is going down at the door. He's going to run across. Beastly can't stop the plant from going down. He has to stop the plant. He has to stop it. He can't.
No
win it and prevent Rise Nation from going to relegations. Absolutely unpredictable. I would never have thought that this was going to happen from a 5-2. Oh my goodness, Rise Nation, what happened? What happened?
I don't think that I've been this hyped casting a match in a long time. Y'all are weird. Oh my god. Rise Nation was 1 round away for 4 rounds. All they needed was the 1 round.